The blizzard howled, a symphony of chaos against the city's glittering skyline. Inside his penthouse, Liam Blackwood, the city's most formidable CEO, stared out at the swirling snow. He was a man who commanded boardrooms and built empires, but tonight, a different kind of duty called. His infant son, Leo, was burning with a fever, and the storm had cut them off. Desperate, he called the only person he knew he could trust, a dedicated nurse from the Children's Hospital, Sarah. He'd only met her a few times during Leo's routine checkups, but her gentle competence had left a lasting impression. He offered her an exorbitant fee, anything to get her through the storm. Sarah, a single mother to twin babies, hesitated. The money was a lifeline she desperately needed, but the storm was a monster. Still, the image of a sick child spurred her into action. She bundled her own twins, Maya and Milo, into their snowsuits, her heart a drumbeat of anxiety against her ribs. The journey was a nightmare. Her old car sputtered and died halfway, swallowed by the snowdrifts. Stranded, with her phone battery dead, panic began to claw at her. She clutched her babies tight, their small bodies shivering against hers, and started to walk, praying for a miracle. As the cold seeped into her bones, despair washed over her. Tears froze on her cheeks as she huddled in a desolate bus shelter, her twins wailing, their cries lost in the wind. This was it. She had failed them. Meanwhile, Liam was pacing. Hours had passed. Guilt gnawed at him. He'd sent a young mother out into this tempest. Unable to wait any longer, he fired up his heavy-duty SUV, a beast built for any terrain, and followed the route Sarah would have taken. His headlights cut through the whiteout, searching, hoping. Then he saw it. A flicker of movement in a snow-covered bus shelter. He pulled over, his heart pounding. And there she was. Sarah huddled over her two infants, her face streaked with frozen tears, her body trembling uncontrollably. She looked up as his door opened, her eyes wide with a mixture of shock and utter exhaustion. In that moment, Liam didn't see a nurse. He saw a warrior, a mother who had braved an impossible storm for her children. Without a word, he scooped up one of the twins, wrapping the baby in his own expensive coat. "Get in the car," he commanded, his voice firm but gentle. He helped Sarah and her other baby into the warmth of the SUV, cranking up the heat. Back at his penthouse, the warmth was a blessed relief. While Sarah tended to a now stabilized Leo, Liam watched her, a strange feeling blooming in his chest. He noticed the wear on her coat, the exhaustion etched onto her face, and saw beyond the nurse to the woman who was clearly struggling. After Leo was sleeping peacefully, Liam found Sarah in the living room, staring blankly at the roaring fire. "Your car," he began softly. "It's being towed to my garage. I'll have it fixed. And this," he handed her a check, the amount far exceeding what they had agreed upon. Sarah stared at it, speechless. I can't accept this." "You can, and you will," Liam said, his voice leaving no room for argument. "You saved my son tonight, and you lost your car, your phone. You nearly lost everything. Let me help you." Over the next few days, as the city thawed, something between them thawed too. Liam found excuses for her to stay, insisting the roads were still too dangerous. He played with Maya and Milo, his laughter echoing in the vast apartment, a sound it hadn't heard in years. He learned about her life, how her ex-husband had left her with crippling debt, how she worked double shifts just to make ends meet, how she dreamed of giving her children a life without worry. He saw her strength, her resilience, her unwavering love for her babies. He found himself captivated, not by a CEO or a socialite, but by a humble nurse with a heart of gold. One evening, as the 4 children slept, they sat on the balcony, watching the city lights twinkle back to life. "Sarah," Liam said, turning to her, his gaze intense, "I haven't felt like this. Ever. I see the way you are with Leo, with your own children. You've brought light back into this home, into my life." Sarah's heart fluttered. She'd been telling herself it was just gratitude, that a man like Liam Blackwood could never be interested in someone like her. But the look in his eyes told a different story. I don't know what to say, she stammered. You don't have to say anything, he whispered, his hand finding hers. Just stay. Let me be there for you, for the twins. Let's be a family. A tear slid down Sarah's cheek, but this time it wasn't a tear of despair. It was a tear of hope. That night, in the eye of a storm, she had lost her way. But in doing so, she had found a new path, one that led not just to a safe harbor, but to a home. Two broken families, brought together by a blizzard, were about to become one. And for the first time in a very long time, the future looked as bright and promising as the city lights stretched out before them. Thank you so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed this journey of hope and love, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming tales. We love having you as part of our community. See you in the next video.